up against anybody.
Wow. Madam VP, I heard you got some good dressing too, but I just wanted to tell you, my auntie, y'all gonna have to compete. I'm sorry. Y'all gotta compete.
I'm up for the challenge. I am up for the challenge.
Now that you've been listening to that, Truth Nation and all the Juicy Jammers listening, make certain that you go check out the full interview live on our YouTube page. It's all there. All right, and as I always say, it's amazing.
Day 1, diagnosis day. The hardest day. The day you hear,
I'm sorry, this is a type of blood cancer.
But day 1 is just one day. At the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, we are here to help you move past day 1.
On day 45, I discovered an online community who shared great tips for in-treatment care.
I missed a lot of school during treatment, and LLS helped me keep up.
We are here for you. We exist for everyone fighting leukemia, lymphoma, myeloma, and other types of blood cancer.
On day 185, LLS helped me file my insurance claims properly.
Day 5,840 and counting, and I'm still in remission.
To learn more and get help on day 1, day 2, day 983, or any day, please visit LLS.org or call 1-800-955-4572. That's LLS.org, 1-800-955-4572.
You're listening to the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with Associated Bank. Your money works here. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee. Locally owned Good Karma brand station.
DJ Brother Z, holla at me.
Juice, you ready?
Oh, I'm ready. Benjamin, are you ready?
Let's get it.
They don't even know what's about to happen.
We're about to take over the world. See, what y'all don't understand is everything that's old is done. But everything that's new, that's us.
It's getting real juicy.
It's amazing.
Voices defining a generation.
You grow up thinking the world is all roses and bunnies and things like that, and literally, and it's not.
The most impactful commentary.
I am taught to protect women and children and die for my country. These are the types of things I'm taught. Sure, I put my life on the line. Sure, I could have died that day or whatever, but these are the types of things that come along with being a man. At least I would have died with my honor.
Real news, real lives, and the juiciest conversations.
Noni. It's really juicy.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studios in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here are your award-winning hosts, Ben Jammin and Carrie Noni Juice.
Okay. Is that right? Is that right? Is that right? Yeah. Fresh to the yeah, fresh to the yeah. And we just left the club, yeah. Yesterday was Sunday. All I know is I'm after that Monday. On my Monday, about to get paid. On my Monday, I ain't nobody's slave. Hey, okay. Is that right? Okay. Yeah, fresh dinner, fresh dinner. Yeah, I'm fresh dinner, mug. Yeah, and I'm fresh in this club. Yeah, and I just made a dub. Yes. Using the sound of my voice. I'm talking the truth and you ain't got no choice.
What's up? Okay. Truth Nation, all the juicy jammers out there. What's poppin', y'all? Happy Monday. You are now sipping on Jammin with Juice, and I'm your girl, Noni Juice, always keeping it juicy. And of course, you already know, I got my boy Ben Jammin with me.
It's amazing.
Shout out DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos.
DJ Brother Z.
I needed that. And we are live from the American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. I hope y'all had a great weekend, a safe weekend. Hope you did something productive. Hope it was filled with love, laughter, happiness, and reflection. Honestly, I feel like everybody was reflecting this weekend. But yeah, it is actually been one thing I want to say real quick. You always mention the club. Why you always be mentioning the club when you come on these airwaves?
Because I'm always leaving the party. If we not partying right here, I'm about to go to another party. That's what I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just had to ask because I'm like, you always talk about leaving the club and stuff. I'm like, what club you going to, fam?
I was on Club Shay Shay.
In the club, we all fam. Okay. Yeah. I also want to say, it's 11/11 day. I don't know if y'all do like the whole manifestation or like stuff.
Take us down the rabbit hole.
I don't have a rabbit hole for you today. I was just saying I know some people celebrate the whole 11/11 type situation. So if y'all are, doing that, I hope you have a divine day.
Believe in superstition, remember?
Who said me?
Here we go. 11/11 counts. Okay, I'm just gonna throw that out
11/11 counts as what?
Look, okay, so if you guys know anything about the whole superstition or ideas of numerology, when it comes down to 11/11, I know I'm not talking about no Chris Brown song or anything like that. I'm talking about some superstition that you are able to manifest what you wish.
Is it a superstition?
It is at this point, because I've been wishing on 11/11 for the past, how old am I? I'm 32. I've been doing this since I was 17. But then again, I don't know. Some of my dreams have come true. So maybe it does work. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. But go ahead and wish on 11/11. It can't hurt you.
Yeah, go on. If if that's what you want to do, you like the manifestation stuff, go ahead and enjoy this 11/11. And also, I got to say, shout out to all the vets today for it being Veterans Day. And do kids get off today?
Good question.
I don't think
I'm not
they
certain.
do.
I don't got kids. People with kids, call in and let us know, did your kid get off today? And if so, how are you feeling at home with them?
Yeah, but I just want to say thank you to everybody who has served our country for us, because we appreciate you. Because I sure in the heck wouldn't be doing it.
So crazy.
Would you ever go into the military?
If I could be Captain America, hell yeah.
What?
Yep. But shout out to my uncle. Shout out to my uncle Kevin. Shout out to my uncle Michael. Shout out to my cousin Kamira, and shout out to my cousin Quinka. They have all served in the military.
I like that name.
What?
Quinka.
Quinka?
What? That's her first name?
That's her first name. Her name Quinka. Yeah.
What's her middle name?
I'm not gonna put her whole thing out there.
I didn't say her last name. I just said her first and her middle name. I need to see if it coincides together. Like, what is it?
Look, her name is Quinka. I'm gonna let that be. Shout out to Quinka.
Quinka, I want to know your middle name, girl.
These are all part of pieces of my family, and they've all served in the military. So shout out to all the veterans. Happy Veterans Day to you all. And I'm just proud that you guys had the courage that most Americans don't have to go and fight for this country.
I guess it is courage to go and do that.
Yeah, it's very courageous. I mean, if we're being honest, so you're giving yourself up to possibly be used as a pawn in America's greatest scheme, or it could be something that where it's just like, it's such a tradition for you and your family that this is a part of what you guys believe in. This is what you do.
Yeah, like it's people who take this very seriously.
Oh, 100%.
Like you don't play, like they don't play when it comes to being a military vet or in the military or anything. It's like you respect me. You put your hand on your chest when we singing the national anthem. And you love it, all right? And don't take no kneeling or no knees or nothing. It be serious for some folks.
Nah, God bless them all, man, because, again, they risk their lives, their spirits, and their overall life to protect us, and honestly are some of the most bravest, courageous people I've ever met in my life, especially my Uncle Kevin. He's definitely taught me some things about just being a man, all right? And he showed me some things that I can't even say over these airways because it's illegal. So, hey.
All right. Shout out to everybody out there. But been jamming. It was the weekend. It's Monday. We got to get into something juicy a little bit later. But how was your weekend? What did you do? Enlighten me.
You know what, man? Kind of what you said Juice, over this weekend, I got a chance to reflect and try to enlighten myself on, a few different aspects of what I got going on for myself. So I went back and tried to figure out what this new economy may look like underneath a Trump regime. So I'm out here watching my YouTubes, I'm scrolling down my Instagrams, and I'm finding new information on what his economy may do for us when it comes down to ideas like tariffs and really what it means to the black community. How can we actually figure out opportunities to, better ourselves in the Trump economy? That's one thing that I did. Next thing I did.
Did you find something?
I did find a few things. I don't have them on hand right now, but
off the top of your head, I guess. That you appreciate.
Off the top of my head, I would definitely suggest to invest in some kind of Tesla stock. Just because the fact that Elon Musk isn't a natural born citizen of America, right? Like, he's a South African. He's really African. So ultimately, he'll never become the president. So his partnership right now with Donald Trump is the closest to presidency he'll ever get. So if you're thinking like an investor, if you will, Elon Musk is going to do everything he can possibly do right now to beef up his company. So with that being said, I'm certain Donald Trump and whomever else is behind him is going to give Elon Musk whatever opportunity that he asks for right now. So they're going to throw a lot more money his way. So then with that being said, you should buy some stock. That's just what I would say, some Tesla. That's just one of the things that I learned, though.
That's so interesting to me because I actually wanted to ask Truth Nation, all the Juicy Jammers out there, when it comes to Elon Musk, what all does he have, right? So he has Tesla, and then he has the space thing, and then he has X.
Well, it's SpaceX. That's what you're talking about. Yeah, SpaceX.
No, I'm talking about X Twitter.
Oh, okay,
X.
gotcha.
I'm just talking about X. Does he have anything else that, or the car, what's that big old car he keep giving to the celebrities?
Yeah, he has the, I forget, the Cybertruck.
Yeah,
it's
the Cybertruck.
He has the Tesla cars, the Tesla company. He has the Optimus robots. SpaceX, which is his rocket ship, which is supposed to be able to be the first rocket ship to be able to take people to the moon, so to speak, and take them to space and then bring them back all on that same craft. I forget what else he has. I know he sold PayPal in like 2002.
Well, do you think black people should still support him?
You know what? I don't think it's a black or white thing. I think this is something where it's like, you know what? You need to be looking out for yourself. We're in this. We're going to progress into, a conservative country pretty soon, where everybody's going to be more conservative in regards to how they pile together their resources. So if you plan for yourself and your family to be able to live in a future where you can have all the dreams and things that you need, you need to think about what's going to be best for you. You need to think more conservative. And in doing so, when it comes down to Elon Musk, it doesn't seem like this digital stuff is going away anytime soon. He seems to be at the forefront of it. What I would say is that if you don't want to invest in that, go ahead and figure out some other ways you can get inside this tech business, whether it's you just studying, figuring out how to be an IT person, whether it's you just figuring out how to build chips and things of that nature, so you can actually be productive in this new economy that we're slowly but surely progressing in.
I guess
that's what I would say.
I guess I'm not necessarily. I mean, the investments and stuff, that's a little eerie to me too, just a little bit. But I understand that sometimes,
like cryptocurrency,
sometimes business is business. But I'm saying, as far as purchasing his items that he owns, right? Like, I was sitting back and I was thinking, and this just wasn't this past weekend, this was just in general, but seeing how Elon Musk showed his buttocks literally during this campaign run, and how much he was supporting like Donald Trump. And let's say you have a person like I'm going to just throw a random person out there, like a Sierra, right? We love Sierra. We love her songs. She was pro-Kamala, and there are a lot of other people who were pro-Kamala, but yet they would be sporting and advertising like his Cybertrucks and things like that. So it just made me think, like, should we still be supporting the businesses or the people who are behind the businesses who we know outwardly were supporting someone like a Trump, or just anybody who was going against what you believe? You know what I mean? Like, should we still be putting money in these people's pockets? Because now I'm seeing a list of companies that are servicing online of, I guess, their owners donated to the Trump campaign and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, I'm saying as black people because I love talking to just my people, but like as black people, should we still be supporting these companies, or should we finally take a stance and do some type of boycott, or like is that even necessary?
Well, see, and this is why I had said it before, and I'll say it again, that the idea of like a Donald Trump is actually a necessary evil for blacks to start thinking more as a group, because for whatever odd reason, everybody believes that Donald Trump is super racist. So now he creates this allure of we got to do things, we got to figure our stuff out, and I appreciate that because I think that's where we should be. So ultimately, to answer your question, Juice, we don't have to support any of these businesses, right? We should just support each other. Like we know somebody right now in IT who's doing a hell of a job, and I'm pretty certain that if people knew more about her, we'd be more bigger investments towards her way. And we're talking about Nadia Johnson. We're talking about Milky Way Tech Hub. So. In doing so, we can actually create our own narrative around all this technology stuff. So we're not continuing to, spin our dials with just the Apples or the Googles or even the Teslas. We can support our own, but first it takes us to, create those companies for that to, last and sustain, But in the short term, if you want to, get away from
I feel like it's just like a slap in the face. Like we over here sporting off his Tesla cars and talk about we gonna buy these robots, and like he don't care about us at all. It's like, why would we buy something to make him rich when we, on the other hand, our communities are still going to be suffering, like why it almost, I don't want to say it feels like selling out in a sense, but it kind of feels honestly, like that in a sense. It's like we're selling out our culture. We got all these celebrities posting these cyber trucks and all this other stuff, and he don't care about you. Well, like it ain't no difference from you supporting like a Trump, in my opinion. It ain't no difference in just supporting America, period, because America don't support black people in general. Right. Like that's just the truth. It's tough. We just know the America. Outwardly ones. What do you mean? Like the ones who are out with it. It's probably a lot of businesses that we support that we don't even know how their owners truly, honestly feel about us. Correct. I mean, what was it? In the early 90s, Ralph Lauren made a super racist statement in regards to black people wearing polo and not realizing that was his biggest base out there that actually supported his clothing and actually made him cool. Then he had to go back and actually talk about, like, hey, I like the blacks, blah, 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 whatever, right? America's never supported, and actually like black people being here. However, that's why I think, we hold the power ultimately. So if we're going to, decide to be like, hey, we don't want to go with the Elon Musk technology, or we don't want to go with the Google technology, create our own. The information's out here now. The information's here. It's just up to us to grab hold of it and take hold of it. And I think that's what we should be doing all the ways, and that's 360, but it starts with the individual. It doesn't start with just, it starts with the individual is what I'm saying. So if an individual is out there listening, I hope you got motivated and inspired from this to be like, you know what, I'll create my own Tesla. I'm gonna create my own SpaceX because I can do it myself, and I know you can. Because the most power that anybody has ever had is between a black man and a black woman. So let's rock. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I get it. I just feel like we have these conversations and we say, oh, we should do this, we should do that, and then nothing ever comes together from it. And it's just on us to figure it out. But 833-212-1017, if you want to chime in on what we're talking about now, before we get into something juicy, but should black people or just people in general who don't feel respected in this country, should we still be supporting some of these companies who don't really care about us, and they are very proud to say publicly they don't really care about us that much? We got Black Conscious on the line. What's poppin', Juicy Jammer?
Not yourself in good health. You all make some valuable points, but I would love for you to change your we into I, because people have short memories, just like they thought it was better off 4 years ago when Trump was in. But they don't care about you. That is a true statement. They only care about your money. And the moment your money is gone, you're done, and it's on to the next. So instead of saying, should we, just make it personal and say, I'm not. Mm-hmm. And hopefully people will follow your lead, because we are not all together. We are not all on the same page. And if we decide we're no longer doing him, we are going to be miserable because we don't have his Instagram X or whatever it's called, where we are slaves to that, just like them ugly trucks he's selling. And he was only doing that to get them out. and to get publicity. But he didn't care about none of them. Just as long as there was advertising and stuff, and you guys keep buying his products, that's the only thing that matters.
Right.
That's the only thing that matters.
Well, thank you so much, Black Conscious. We appreciate you for chiming in today. All right, let's go to Al. What's poppin', Juicy Jammer Al?
Well, first of all, it is a slap in anybody's face. So I would not spend one dime on anything if you don't like me. I will let you rot like a euthanized dog in an emergency hospital. Because basically what he's saying, I'm going to talk about you like a dog, and I'm still going to take your money. Not this, Captain. I will let you rot like a euthanized dog and a dead human body up in the morgue. Because you hold your money, they'll hold their mouth. But keep in mind for black people, they always wanted to be liked by whites. And even if the whites don't like them, black people will still prove that they got money and buy their sugar honey iced tea. Let them rock. Goodbye.
Thank you, Al. Appreciate you. All right, and last but not least, let's go to Ms. Banana really quickly. What's poppin', Ms. Banana, Juicy Jammer?
Hello, everybody. Happy Veterans Day. To me, too. I'm a veteran.
Happy Veterans Day.
Thank you.
Shout out to you, Ms. Banana. God bless you.
Thank you. And Hazel, too. I feel like we should knowingly support these individuals who don't like black people because, it's like we're feeding into their racism, and we're going broke so that they can be rich. You know what I'm saying? Because, for example, for prom, my niece rented a Tesla for her daughter for prom. And they thought it was like a big deal to me. I was like, girl, please, if you know exactly where your money going, I wouldn't. No. It doesn't prove anything but ignorance, in my opinion, because they're ignoring the fact that it's supporting racism.
I like this conversation. Okay, Miss Banana.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Maybe we'll pick this back up. Thank you, Miss Banana, for something juicy.
God bless you. I'm about to get hot up in here. Just saying.
Listen, Winky Blue, we see you. We're going to get you on the other side.
Wakanda forever.
Before we get into something juicy, you guys, but it's Monday, so that means we're going to have to get into something juicy. Woo! All right, you guys. Something juicy is talking about some of the headlines that happened over the weekend that we feel that you should know about. And coming up next, from Whoopi Goldberg, she announced her latest venture that I think is a really, really great idea that I haven't really seen yet. Yale has a new course, and it's about Beyonce. What is going on? And a sports journalist, she said the N-word, y'all. She is not of our complexion. So how should this be handled? We're going to get into that and more on the other side, so make sure you keep it locked because it's Jammin' with Juice.
Don't touch that dial. You are jamming with Juice on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Like and subscribe to our 1017 The Truth YouTube channel.
What's going on, Truth Nation, and all the Juicy Jammers tapping in? Yes, it is your boy, Benjamin, and y'all already know how we rockin'. Make sure that you do open up your ears, because right now you're about to listen to a snippet from our lovely guest that we had on Election Day, the Kamala Harris. Tap in. Can Jam with Juice come to the White House and get some of those good collard greens that you have?
You know, that's the one thing I have to tell you through this campaign. I have not been cooking, and I love to cook, and I will put my collard greens up against anybody's.
Wow. Madam VP, I heard you got some good dressing too, but I just wanted to tell you, my auntie, y'all gonna have to compete. I'm sorry. Y'all gotta compete.
I'm up for the challenge. I am up for the challenge.
Now that you've been listening to that, Truth Nation and all the Juicy Jammers listening, make sure that you go check out the full interview live on our YouTube page. It's all there. All right, and as I always say, it's amazing.
Coming with straight truth.
There are some issues
when school boards use tactics that the law gives them by going into executive session to let people off the hook, like Keith Posley, who did not do his job. His number 2 didn't do their job. And number 3 and number 4 and all the area superintendents and the principals didn't do their job. But here we are, once again, MPS wants a count so they can get money.
Listen to Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris every weekday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on 1017 The Truth and the Truth app.
What distinguishes Old National Bank from other lenders in helping people buy their first home and furthering their small businesses?
One thing that really makes us stand out is our grants. We have 2 really big grants right now specifically for first-time home buyers buying in Milwaukee County. The first one is for $15,000. They have to be buying within Milwaukee County and reach certain income limits. And then the second one is for $20,000, and that is through the Federal Home Loan Bank of Indiana. We're headquartered in Indiana, as you know, Denise. So that is a second grant, and that is really the highest, most robust grant program throughout the entire southeastern Wisconsin area. So it's it's up to $35,000 essentially that a person could be receiving for their first home. If you are in a position that you're looking to buy your first home throughout Milwaukee County, please give me a call. Please contact me. I'm more than happy to help everybody that I can.
And what's your number, Anna?
Sure.
How can they reach you?
414-978-0283.
In our community, you will find a Center for Food Security. You'll discover a Center for Behavioral Health Support, a proven Center for Home Care, a successful Center for Employment, a Center for Trauma Recovery, and more. We are Centers for Independence. Find out how you can support Centers for Independence's work and mission at cfihope.org/independence.
This is Jammin' with Juice on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Shout out to the Juicy Jammers riding the wave.
What a shame.
I heard my brother causing wreck.
Welcome back, you guys. It is Jammin' with Juice on this lovely Monday. It's something juicy Monday, and I'm about to get into it really quick. But before we do that, I do want to head to the lines because our first segment, we were having a very interesting conversation that we probably might tee up after the something juicy, just depending. But I pretty much asked, like, hey, should black people kind of stop supporting the businesses that were outwardly supporting a Donald Trump, like a Elon Musk? You know, should we still be buying his Tesla cars? Should we still be talking about buying these Optimus robots that he got going on? Should we even still be using X if we know that this brother does not care about us at all? That was just the question that I posed. 833-212-1017 if you want to get into it before I do something juicy. But right now, I want to go to Winky Blue. What's poppin', Juicy Jammer?
Hey, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, well, listen. I hear this. This is a discussion that's been talked about. Elijah Muhammad, Farrakhan, Malcolm X, even Dr. King, Ralph Abernathy. A lot of them talked about withholding our funds. But let's be realistic here. Musk stuff is way out of the reach for most people anyway, okay? So what we got going here is that if you're going to really start withholding your funds, then you might as well quit buying gas for your car. You might as well quit buying toilet paper because the Koch brothers are behind that. You might as well quit buying your light bulbs. Let's get realistic here. You might as well quit buying gas. So you're going to be walking or using those little scooters that Vision Zero has for us to start using to make everything within 15 minutes reach. That's the reason why they're pushing this electronic stuff. And so I'll be totally honest with you. When it comes down to this Donald Trump thing, listen, black folk better quit complaining and staying stuck. And I'm mad that our young people, sorry about that noise, I'm mad that our young people that have grabbed onto the narrative to keep talking about going back picking cotton. White folk wouldn't let you pick cotton if you wanted to right now because they got tractors and combines and cotton gins that can do what 100 slaves can do in 2 hours.
I don't know.
You understand what I'm saying?
I don't know, Winky. I don't know, man, because I don't know if you got it, but several people across the United States got a text message saying, get ready for the plantation again. So I don't know.
Hey, brother, let's stop that. Brother.
Hey, it's out
brother.
here. It's out here.
I know that, but do you believe that? Do you believe that, though, Ben?
It ain't about what I believe.
Believe which part?
They got tractors. Listen, they got tractors that can do what 100 slaves can do in 2 minutes. I mean, in 2 hours.
They got their hearts is filled with hatred, Wink. You know, I'm just saying. You know, your idea isn't bad, but at the same time, there's real things that's happening. You know, when people.
But then when you listen to Kamala Harris can't make no sweet potato pie, man. She's talking about her collard greens. Kamala Harris make pumpkin pie, man. She don't know nothing about sweet potato pie is a black thing because many of us were killed and beat for going out in Master Field getting that old pumpkin. Okay, guess what? We invented the sweet potato pie. That's why you never see all these sweet potato pies. You just now starting to see it. You know, sweet potato pies and all of that stuff.
All right, so who sweet potato pie you buying? The white people or the black people? You get it from Walmart or you get it from home?
Sweet potato pie go up to Bernadette Treats, brother. Bernadette Treats on 79th and then Burla. The coldest sweet potato. I put it up. Hey, it's so cold. I put it up against a Muslim bean pie, bro. I put it up against. And guess what? You know who walked away, don't you? That's sweet potato pie.
I put it up against Mr.
Yeah, that's sweet potato pie.
Mr. Dye's pies is the best. But thank you so much, Winky Blue, for calling in. God bless you.
I might as well just go to Brian. My goodness.
Oh, we up here talking about sweet potato pie.
Brian.
I'm trying to set the people free.
What's poppin', Juicy Jammer, Brian? What you got for us?
What's going on? Since we're not going to reproduce to make more of us to outlive all this badness, what we got to do is stop eating all this poison food that's out here. That'll increase our bank accounts. If black folks just make ourselves healthier, we can outlive all the badness that's supposedly coming down. But all the negative things, people trying to put it on the Trump administration, it ain't gonna happen under the Trump administration. All the negative and demonic things that were supposed to happen would only come from the Democrat Party. So for everybody to be gaslighting, we're going back to slavery and all this, that's a Democrat thing. That bad police actor thing, that's a Democrat thing.
How you gonna say that's hold up? How you gonna say that's a Democratic thing when Donald Trump talking about police immunity and also talking about stop and frisk? And at this point, this may be stop and frisk for every state. So how you gonna say that, Brian?
All that stop and frisk and all the police shootings happened under the Democratic Party. Happened under Obama. None of that stuff happened under Trump. None of that.
No, so we're not gonna rewind this back to George Floyd. George Floyd ain't happened under Trump.
George Floyd happened under Biden.
You know, Brian, man, I appreciate you so much. That happened under Biden. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you so much. I do not want to have this conversation no longer with you. God bless you and have a good day. Thank you so much.
Why do I like when you be cutting up, man?
You know, it's just Monday. You know, but Brian, come on now. Rewind the tape. I don't know where you was at in 2020, but in 2020, when 2020 began, Donald Trump was there. Mm-hmm. All right. In Kenosha, when Jacob Blake got shot and gunned down, I was down there. Donald Trump was the president. When they decided to let the little white boy go, I remember Donald Trump coming down to Kenosha talking about, hey, I stopped all the madness and Kyle Rittenhouse. Come on now, get your times together, okay? If we're going to talk about moving ourselves forward, we need to get our facts straight. But thank you so much, Brian.
And just be honest. Have accountability. That's the party that you appreciate.
This happened under Trump. Stop having all this love for these parties. That's my thing. People have love for being a Republican or a Democrat and become biased. As if these folks trying to free you in some way, shape, or form. You got to free yourself. You got to realize be about you, yourself, and I, because ultimately, man, by the time we all get old, we ain't even gonna have no Social Security no more, and that's the truth. So right now, in these days and time, you got to figure out exactly how you gonna get your finances together. And that's the truth
for you and your family.
Yeah.
All right, we for real getting into some juicy on the other side. I just needed to knock them calls out. It's already 32, brother.
It's true.
We're going to have a whole segment dedicated to my something juicy because there's a lot going on. All right. So make sure y'all keep it locked because we got something juicy Mondays on the other side.
Jammin' with Juice returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With limited incomes not keeping up with the lingering effects of inflation, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.kwwf.org.
What if one day you went to your secret hiding place? You know, that spot that only you know about? And instead of what you came for, you found something a little different. What if instead of your private stash, you found a simple phone number, 1-800-662-HELP? What would you do? Would you stop and give it some thought? Would you make the call? The truth is, all drug use comes with risk. Before those risks become real, before drugs turn your life upside down, before drugs take their toll on you and your family, know that there is help. You can quit. If you or someone you love is struggling with drug use or prescription drug misuse, call 1-800-662-HELP for 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral, or go to samhsa.gov/thereishelp.
Natural gas is a clean, reliable, and convenient source of energy delivered directly to you through underground pipelines. The pipeline system has an excellent safety record, but there are clues that can help you identify a potential hazard. If you smell the strong odor of rotten eggs, hear an unusual hissing sound, or see blowing dirt or debris, it could be a natural gas leak. Leave the area immediately and call We Energies at 800-261-5325.
We Energies. People you can trust. Energy you can depend on.
Looking for a deal? Well, Cousin Subs has a better deal just for you. Cousin's new $10 meal deals are now available online only. Choose between a 7.5-inch ham and provolone, turkey breast, or veggie sub, a bag of chips or regular fry, a regular fountain beverage, and cookie at cousinsubs.com or on the mobile app for just $10. Now that's a better deal. Cousin Subs, we believe in better. Available at participating locations only. Offer subject to change without notice.
More of Jammin' with Juice is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Like and subscribe to 1017 The Truth on YouTube so you don't miss a drop of juice on Jammin' with Juice.
What's up, Truth Nation? It's your girl, Noni Juice. And did you know that there's nothing better than a great night's sleep on a Tempur-Pedic mattress from Steinhafels? The advanced pressure-relieving power makes aches and pains a thing of the past. Right now at Steinhafels, you can save up to $300 on mattresses and up to $200 when you upgrade to an adjustable base. Plus, get $300 in Steinhafels cash. And Queen Tempur-Pedic mattresses start at just $48 per month when you use Steinhafels 60-month financing. Shop in-store or online at steinhafels.com. And behind every minority and woman-owned business is a dream, and sometimes growing that dream takes extra funding. The Associated Bank Community Uplift Loan Program is here to turn your business dreams into reality. Apply online and get up to $50,000 in as little as one business day. With competitive rates and more accessible credit score requirements, we're making it easier than ever to fuel your company's growth. Let us uplift your business with the support it deserves. Visit AssociatedBank.com/uplift to learn more. Subject to credit approval, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Welcome back, everybody. It is Monday, so you already know we got to finally get into something juicy. I feel like I've been making y'all wait long enough. So let's get right into it. Starting with the first thing on the list is Whoopi Goldberg. She is celebrating female athletes with the launch of All Women's Sports Network. All right. So Whoopi Goldberg has announced that her next business venture is going to be a sports women network. It's going to be called All Women Sports Network, or AWSN. She says it'll be the home for live women's sports from around the world. All right. She said that on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. Now, she said it has a mission to increase representation and fill global gaps in broadcasting. My goodness, I cannot talk today. But I like this idea. I'm not going to lie to you. She said that she wished she would have been able to do sports as a kid. And she always felt like that was like an overlooked thing of women in sports. So she's like, I'm hoping with this, we'll be able to see the next generation of girls pretty much grow up. And if it's anything sports, anything women, it's going to be on the network. So I think that's really nice to even hear from, because
what sport could you see Whoopi Goldberg playing?
I don't know. Basketball?
I think she'd be great at like shot put or something.
Why would you say that? Why would you say that?
She looked like she could throw like a heavy ball.
What about her looks like she could throw a heavy ball? Why you didn't say volleyball, or why you didn't say tennis?
I mean, them shoulders.
Bruh.
Powerful. I'm just saying. Now she looks like she can do some stuff, man. Like she could be an Olympian. Seriously. I think this is one of the best things I've heard, best news breaks that I've heard in the past 2 years when it comes down to, these black celebs that we talk about who have been in the have been doing this.
Dude really said shot put. No, that's disrespectful. That is disrespectful that you want to put Ms. Goldberg as a shot putter just because of her body frame.
Look,
that's really messed up.
Some people have innate abilities when it comes down.
She could have did tennis, bro.
She could have done tennis. I'm not saying she couldn't have. I think she would just do great at shot put. Like she looks.
Because she looks strong. Huh?
She looks strong in the
No,
shoulders.
you trying to say she looks strong and manly. That's what you're trying to say.
I'm not saying that at all. She has the hips for it, right? Some people, again, their body types are built for certain things. Like some people have what is it called, like a runner's ankle or like runner's calves or something like that. Like you look at
Dude said she looked like Miss Trenchbull from Matilda.
Hey, but shout out to Whoopi Goldberg. Like I said, though, this is one of the best news breaks that I've heard of any one of these proclaimed black celebrities that have been in the game for over 30 years. I'm glad to see this, especially on the cusp of the fact how we were just talking about the WNBA, the hype that's been surrounded by it because of Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. I talked about this before, but all we need now is better storylines for women's sports. Once that comes into play,
and that's what she wants to do.
Yeah, and I'll say this: underneath a Trump presidency, the one thing that we can say that probably won't happen is we probably won't see trans women in women's sports. I'm just gonna throw it out there. They might actually develop their own league.
Maybe. Mm-hmm. You never know.
Yeah.
But Goldberg said that her network will celebrate and recognize women across every sport, including football, soccer, basketball, tennis, cricket, and curling.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Not shot put. But you never know.
That's an Olympic sport now.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying it. That just threw me off that you said she looked like she would do shot put. I mean, congrats to Whoopi, okay? Always doing the things that need to be done. Miss EGOT winner. All right, next up, you guys. So this one was a little bit shocking to me. Let me pull it up on my phone really quick. But it's about Yale University and how they are about to offer a college course on Beyonce's cultural impact. And I was like, huh? What does that look like? So pretty much the college course is going to be about studying Black history, intellectual thought, and performance, pretty much about Beyonce and how her career relates to a greater history of Black excellence in art, spanning her 2013 solo debut to 2024's Cowboy Carter. And it's going to be registered as Beyonce Makes History, Black Radical Tradition, History, Culture, and Theory and Politics Through Music. It's going to be offered in the spring of 2025, and it's going to be taught by Professor Daphne Brooks. Now, this first thing, I was like, okay, that's kind of interesting to me. I would have loved to take a class like this when I was in college because I took some, what were they called? The Black history classes. What was it? Africology.
Okay.
Yeah, I had took some Africology classes. I'm not gonna lie to you, they were very boring. So to me, if I were to have had some type of Beyonce class that would help me learn more about Black history while also it being relevant to the things that I'm interested in, I probably would have learned a little bit more.
Right.
So they said that the class is going to focus on the sonic, fashion, and visual media evolution of Beyonce over the past decade. And in short, this is a class that traces the relationship between Beyonce's artistic genius and Black intellectual practice. Now, back in the day, I would have been like, how is this even possible? But I've actually been seeing more like TAs or professors creating these classes that are more culturally relevant to the students who we have in college today. And I just think that is a good idea. I don't know about you though, Ben. What do you think?
I think this is amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you wouldn't like it.
Nah, for sure. A part of me said, no, why should we study a person? But then I thought to my own personal journey. I thought to my own personal story. And look, I think all the greats should be studied. And I don't care in what field, you know. And I think this is what the beauty is when it comes down to the YouTubes. Because if you're a person who is into music, you can go and look at a musician's full display of their life. There's a documentary out there for everybody, and anyone who has ever done something, especially successful, I've studied. You know, from the Warren Buffetts to the Jay-Z's to Steve Jobs. I've studied them because I want to know what actually makes people, what drives them. And I think this is something that's just missing from, especially today's culture. I think we used to have a lot more TV shows wrapped around figuring out the history of a Michael Jackson or figuring out the why Al Green did what he did. You know what I'm saying? So I think all great people should be studied, so ultimately you can figure out and find your greatness within inside of you, and hopefully somebody's story resonates with you. I mean, eventually somebody will probably study us, right? So, ultimately, study a little Black boy from Racine. But ultimately, I think that's what people need along their own personal journeys in life. As you grow up from being a toddler to growing up into being your own adult, study people that you want to be like, and figure out what makes them tick. And hopefully, like I said before, their stories align with something that you got going on that can inspire you to push the needle forward.
I agree. I 100% agree. Trey in the comments says that they had classes on Tupac's body of work,
right?
Which I did not know. And he said they need one of Kobe. And then I think it's Cross Collin, I don't want to be wrong, said the class would be great if she wrote all of her material. I don't think it's about her material. It's about what she represents in Black history and what she has overcome, the things that she's had to, go through. And I think it's really interesting. And just how relevant she is to just society in general, because people are like, oh my gosh, she's endorsing Kamala. Like, is that going to make a big difference? Same way they were with like a Taylor Swift, right? It's like certain people in our communities, they really are impactful when it comes to needing to move the needle forward.
They're iconic, and they should be studied, man.
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. All right, so shout out to Beyonce. I will say that this I approve of, but I have seen churches that pray to Beyonce, and that's not okay.
No, not at all.
I think it's perfectly fine to study who she is and what she wants, how she's gotten where she wants to get to. That is very educational. And I was like, okay, that's cool. A person is going to be able to be studied. But when it comes to like worshiping somebody, no, them churches that be worshiping Beyonce, that is crazy to me. But shout out to Beyonce for even being that relevant that people would want to do either one of those things. All right. Now, lastly, for my something juicy today, y'all. All right. We got another media personality who has said the N-word live on television. So NBA analyst Michelle Beadle, I think that's how you say her last name, she accidentally used the N-word during her broadcast, and fans were definitely in an uproar. All right. So according to Yahoo News Entertainment, the popular sports broadcaster accidentally let it slip while talking about the Nuggets player Michael Porter Jr.'s comments about the team in reference to a recent game the team played against the Miami Heat. She says, Michael Porter Jr. recently said, I don't like this, that if the N-words, she said, accidentally mispronouncing the Nuggets team name. So she was supposed to say Nuggets. Instead, she said the N-word. So she caught herself immediately afterwards, stopping in shock, and her co-hosts were looking at her like they were kind of surprised, but at the same time, they just kind of laughed it off. She has two co-hosts here. I forgot his name. I think he used to play in the league as well, I think. But it was a black man on that panel and a white man as well, who are her co-hosts, I'm assuming, on this show. And they kind of just laughed it off. They were just like, okay, they gonna get you for that one, you know. And to me, I kind of was like, okay, I don't know how I would respond to that, to be honest with you. If I'm on a live broadcast on FanDuel and you accidentally slip up and say the N-word, and mind you, it's rolled off her tongue so easily. Like, you know she got to be saying that on a regular basis. The fact that it came off so quick in replace of nuggets, nah. You using that a little bit too frequently for me for it to be rolling off your tongue when you trying to say nuggets. But a couple people were upset with the co-host, the black one at least, because they were like, you should have said something. Like, why are you just sitting over here laughing and saying like, oh, she gets a pass, or oh, they gonna get you. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were kind of mad at him.
Yeah, as they should have been. They should have been mad at that man. But ultimately, from what I gained from watching the episode or whatever, is he has some respect for that girl. She probably really is the homie behind closed doors, but getting on that public platform is where he should have definitely stepped in and truly stood on something instead of just trying to be like, she the homie, let it go. Nah, it's actually going to blow up and it's going to blow over. And we'll be talking about something else later,
of course,
throughout the week. But it's just one of these things where, man, you can't just be allowing white people to say the N-word just because they your homie. You definitely need to step in and say something, because ultimately, we know people have died behind that. Like, it's really cringeworthy for me, because especially, it's a lot of black dudes out there. There's some black dudes out there that they get in an interracial relationship. They get to mess with a white woman, and they allow that white woman to call them the N-word, and then vice versa too. And it's just so crazy. Like, when it comes down to those interracial relationships,
I don't really want to. I don't want to put the blame on him to have been able to say something, because that made me raise the question of, okay, if somebody not in our race says the N-word, what are we supposed to do? How are we supposed to act? Are we supposed to tell them, don't say that? Are we supposed to, fight on them right away?
Amen. It all depends on how they come at you too. Like, it all depends.
Like, if it's an accident, if it's an accident,
I'm still gonna check that, because it came out around me accidentally. But I definitely checked it, because sometimes people just believe that they like really like that with you, and they not.
So they say it just to like test the water, test your temperature.
Am I cool? Nah, bro. Like you cool and all. Like, I really respect you, bro, but you can't be saying that. Respect me enough not to say it.
Right. And I agree with that. But when it comes to him, like, they're on television, they're doing a live broadcast. He could have been embarrassed, bro. That's what I'm saying. He could have just been laughing it off as if like, oh my God, like, I can't believe she did that. Because it might have looked bad on him to some people. Like, I could see in this world that we living in, the way Trump won, he would have been the one that got fired.
Attacking her.
Exactly. He would have been the one, if he's trying to stick up for her, he would have got fired. He would have got in trouble. And it would have looked bad on his part. So I kind of see why he didn't, but then at the same time, the way he was laughing, it kind of was just like he was just gonna let her slide because he knew it was like an accident.
And by the way, that was Lou Will's podcast, and just to let you know.
Is that the black brother?
Yeah, it's Lou Will.
Thank you. I was I couldn't think his name.
Lou Will. He probably hit that before, though. That's really what
that late, the Michelle.
He was like, oh my God. I let her say in the bed, not in person, not on live.
Ah, yikes.
Oh my God.
All right, you
Chill
guys.
out with that, Becky.
833-212-1017 if you want to text in, or you can hit us up on the YouTube chat. Do y'all feel like it's our responsibility to correct people of other races when they say the N-word? We're going to wrap up the show with the bow on the other side, so make sure you keep it locked. It's Jammin' with Juice.
Do it.
More of Jammin' with Juice is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Like and subscribe to 1017 The Truth on YouTube so you don't miss a drop of juice on Jammin' with Juice.
Truth Nation, Gruber Law Offices, and The Truth have raised the stakes for this year. The One Call, That's All Gruber Cash giveaway is now a $5K giveaway. Yes, you heard it right. $5,000 giveaway. Every weekday on 1017 The Truth, you will have the chance to be entered to win the $5K giveaway. Listen to The Truth for the One Call, That's All cue to call for your chance to win $5,000. Gruber Law Offices, One Call, That's All. Visit 1017thetruth.com for official contest rules.
Fathers, grandfathers, future fathers, and father figures, bring your families and join Milwaukee Mayor Cavalier Johnson at the Milwaukee Fatherhood Summit Saturday, November 16th at Milwaukee Academy of Science from 8 a.m. until 2 p.m. Don't miss this one-stop shop resource fair connecting Milwaukee families with job opportunities, child support help, health education and screenings, financial empowerment, legal assistance, and fatherly inspiration. The featured speaker is Pastor Kenneth Locke from Evolve Church. Bring your teens and learn about internships, jobs, and local mentoring opportunities. Register to be eligible to win gift cards, so don't wait. Gifts and prizes will also be available for families during the event. Pre-register today by visiting milwaukee.gov/fatherhood to join us as a participant and exhibitor, or to support the Fatherhood Summit as a volunteer. That is milwaukee.gov/fatherhood. See you Saturday, November 16th at the Milwaukee Fatherhood Summit, sponsored by the City of Milwaukee, Brewers Community Foundation, and Ascension, Wisconsin.
At Concordia University, Wisconsin, your future is more than a degree. It's an opportunity to lead and serve. With over 90 degrees, small class sizes, and a supportive Christian community, we prepare you to have a vocation with purpose, both in your career and in life. Whether you're a high schooler with big dreams or a full-time adult with a busy schedule, Concordia is here to help you reach your goals. Concordia University, Wisconsin. Live uncommon.
Coming with straight truth.
There are some issues when school boards use tactics that the law gives them by going into executive session to let people off the hook, like Keith Posley, who did not do his job. His number 2 didn't do their job. And number 3 and number 4 and all the area superintendents and the principals didn't do their job. But here we are, once again, MPS wants a count so they can get money.
Listen to Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris every weekday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app.
Here at the new 1017 The Truth, we aim to be a staple in Milwaukee's Black community. We are committed to partnering with local organizations and supporting Black-owned businesses. We are proud to call Milwaukee our city and promise to be a positive reflection of our community. We look forward to celebrating Black culture and excellence with you every day as we make history and continue to uplift the voices in our city. Join us for the journey at the new 1017 The Truth, founded by American Family Insurance. Milwaukee Black Talk.
This is Jammin' with Juice on 1017 The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Shout out to the Juicy Jammers riding the wave.
Life is better with American Family Insurance because their home policies help protect your dreams and come with peace of mind. Save up to 25% by bundling home, auto, and life. American Family Insurance. Get a quote from an agent at amfam.com. Products not available in every state. Discounts may not apply to all coverages on an auto or home policy. Discounts do not apply to life insurance policies. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, assigned as operating companies. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin. We got like a minute left. Been jamming on this lovely something juicy.
Yeah.
Do you have any drop of juice you want to give to people?
I do, because ultimately, we began this conversation about supporting the people who don't support us. Support yourself. Support yourself. One of the best ways you can do it is by starting your own business. I know a few Black businesses out there, or Black banks out there, but I would also say that you should go to a bank that is diverse, like Old National Bank. Open up a business checking account, all right? Open up your business. It's the only way you can become set-free, okay? That's it.
Sure. Is that why you got the hat on?
No.
Why you got the hat on?
Because I like the style of it.
You don't even have it on right, and you got a do-rag underneath it.
Old National Bank is cool.
All right, cool.
Gave me the bucket hat.
Thank you guys for tapping in and jamming with Juice today. I hope you guys are resting your spirits. It's the end of the year. I'm feeling the end of the year spirit. You know what I mean? Like the essence of we about to close this thing on out. But yeah, y'all, make sure you tap in with us again tomorrow. You have been sipping on Jamming with Juice. I'm your girl, Noni Juice. Always keeping it juicy. That has been jamming.
It's amazing.
Shout out DJ Brother Z.
Holla at me.
Now sip on that. The Tori Lowe Show up next.
Hello, Milwaukee. Did you know that the average American doesn't get enough fiber in their diet, and this can affect everything from your cholesterol, blood sugar, and your weight? We have a special offer for Truth listeners that you can take advantage of today on our wonderful fiber gummies. Buy one bottle of fiber gummy for $13.50.